yours the world ends. You did it to us. When the ice melted, you said nothing. When the plague spread, you did nothing. When the nukes dropped, you became nothing. At least that's what the Elder says. But cheer up. You'll be happy to know that despite your mistakes, life remains. In a small settlement high above a raging river, people are living and thriving. We call it the Ark. The Ark is humanity's last outpost, a lonely island in an ocean of chaos. Within these walls, we help each other create a new civilization on the ruins of the old one, with the guidance of our leader, the Elder. The Elder tells us we're safe as long as we never leave, because outside these walls lies the Zone, the never-ending wasteland. A mass grave spanning the planet, littered with your crumbling monuments to your hubris and arrogance. What the Elder chooses not to tell us is our food and water supplies are running dangerously low. That's why he relies on stalkers, adventurers who leave the Ark, explore the Zone, and scavenge for precious resources. Stalkers are tough enough to resist the rot, and they got the smarts and the firepower to keep the Zone ghouls at bay. Stalkers have to be more than human. That's me, Mr. More Than Human, aka a mutant. I look weird to you, but hey, you look weird to me. So let's leave it at that. If the Stalkers come back from the Zone alive, the Ark survives another day. If the Stalkers don't come back, the legacy of mankind will be lost forever. At least, that's what the Elder says.
Hello, and welcome to another Friday at the Funcom streaming room. I'm Jens Erik, I'm your community manager at Funcom, and I'm joined by me, and no, I'm not joined by just me. I'm joined by the lovely, as always, Nicole Veo over in the US office. Hello!
You can't see
yeah,
me,
you
but
can't
I'm
see
here
her
in
because
spirit.
there were some issues with things. That's why the stream was a few minutes late, because I was trying very hard to get like video feed of Nicole up in this corner, and for some reason it wouldn't work out. I don't know. Cybercat, I am still on the Conan team. However, we're publishing Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden for a guy over in for a bunch of people over in Sweden. So I'm working. I'm doing double duty. I'm working double shifts. You know. So that is how it is. Yes, go technology. And go me for trying to test things out 30 minutes before the stream started.
I'm partially to blame, but
yeah. So you're gonna hear Nicole. Eventually, you're gonna hear Andy because he's gonna be joining Nicole because I wanted some people to talk to during the stream that could respond. Immediately. Please let us know if Nicole is a bit low, if I need to, change some of the stuff on her. And yeah, it's so the intro you just saw was for Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden, which is a real-time tactical adventure game that we are publishing December 4th this year, so in 2 months. 2 months yesterday, actually. Right now, I'm the only one who can play that, but when it launches, it will launch on PC, Xbox One, I almost said Xbox 360, and PS4. Tofu Nayan, the larger friend you're thinking about, is Joel. He is still working at Funcom. He is also doing some other stuff, so it's gonna be going to be a mix of people going forward in the streams. Zombie Man, Hash Babe, thank you very much for following us. The QA team is a bit bigger than one person, absolutely. Natasha is unfortunately out with some health problems, but she'll be back next week. She will be back on the Conan Exile stream that we are doing next week, so join us for that. We miss you, Natasha. We hope you're back soon. Yes. All right. Yes, we know Nicole is a bit low. We're trying to figure out. Yeah,
I just have
so
to talk a little bit louder, I guess.
we're gonna be adjusting some volume stuff as we go. I'm gonna jump into the game, and I'm gonna tell you where I am in the game as well. And as we do that, you guys can throw us any questions you want in chat, and I'm just gonna, run around and do some stuff. Please work. Please work. Yes. Woohoo! There we are. All right, it works. Excellent.
Yay! All
So,
right.
Barlow, thank you so much for following us. I think we're very close to 15,000 followers. So if people who are watching now aren't following us already, please follow us on Twitch, because that will be really cool, because we would like more followers on Twitch. Sir Zayon, thank you very much for the host. 5 viewers is awesome. Thank you very much. All right. So if you missed the video already that we put up on our YouTube channel, where we played through some of the stuff already with our good friends over at Bearded Ladies. Oh, we're already over 15,000. Yay! All right. According to Hikari Kenzaki and his the Twitch channel that he has up on his screen, we're over 15,000 already. So go us, through no effort of me, in my opinion. So, all right. So we already put out a gameplay video of Mutineer Zero Road to Eden, narrated and commented by the dev team over at Bearded Ladies. Dinane, thank you so much for following. What?
And I can throw the link in the
yes.
chat.
This is the same this is the same area, but they were at a much their characters were much stronger at this point. The characters that I'm playing at is more early level, so I'm probably not going to be able to dominate it as much as they did. Yeah, I think this is going to be fun. So we have a team of 3 mutants right here. They are called Selma, Borman, and Dux, and they each have their special weapons, they have their special abilities, and all that kind of good stuff. So I think first off, we're going to go through some of the mutations that these guys have. So Selma is sort of an all-round type person, mutant, but she's able to move around a lot, but she's also able to pin down enemies. Coding Spider, who is one of our developers, thank you so much for following us. So she's able to jump up great heights without using a sprint action. She's able to pin down enemies using the Tree Hugger, which summons up a bunch of roots to hold them down. She's a gunslinger, so she's sort of an all-around fighter type. Borman is our tank. He has a run and gun ability, which means he can sprint and then fire his weapon. He has the Hog Rush, which can knock down enemies and tear down UI, covers. And he also has a Twitch Shot, which allows him to fire twice using 1 action point. And then there's Dux, the amazing duck that you've seen in the cinematic trailer, which we're very, very fond of. Who's more of a... Yeah, absolutely. So he's more of a sniper character, focused a lot on range and movement and getting height and accuracy bonuses over his enemies, so he can fight him away. He comes equipped with a crossbow when you start the game. We've also given him a pipe gun, a bunch of Molotov cocktails. We've given him grenades. Selma has her silenced pistol. She also has the State Switcher rifle, which is super, super good. And then Borman, being the tank, has a shotgun called the Gaper and a scatter gun, which is sort of a bigger pistol, basically. All right. I noticed there was a person asking about the release date. The release date is December 4th for all platforms, PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Right now, you can only pre-order it on PC on buy.mutant.com, but we will be opening up pre-orders for consoles at a later date. So Yeah. Right. So, Mutant Year Zero blends world exploration, stealth gameplay with the tactical combat that you see in games like XCOM. And so what that means is that you have an overworld that you can explore, and you have various parts of the map that I can travel to at any point if I want to. And you walk around, you explore, you find loot and other discoverables that you can then use to upgrade your gear, upgrade your or you can buy new abilities, you can buy new weapons, you can buy new armor, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, almost,
to
yeah.
Divinity 2 almost. That's kind of got.
Will there eventually be a tablet release? This view seems perfect for touchscreen. I don't really know. I don't think the bearded ladies guys. Wow, that's a mouthful. Have discussed that much, at least not with us. But for now, they're focusing on PC, Xbox, and PS4. The Arc does upgrade. Carbuncle in Mixer Chat asks that. The Arc upgrades when you like as your characters level up. There will be more stuff to buy in the Arc. And as you find new things, you'll also be able to find stuff. But you don't have to manually update the Arc. It goes on itself. The pre-order will come to Steam. That is the plan, at least. So right now, I'm just exploring, trying to figure out if there are any, you know, enemies around. Trying to see if I can find any loot, which I find right here. Yeah.
I'm gonna link the.
And someone said that it looks a bit choppy. Like, I am screen sharing with Nicole right now, so that might have something to do with it. But it should like, this is still early. There's still 2 months left for the Bearded Ladies guys to work on this game. So there's still work to be done in terms of you know, making everything run more smoothly and run better. So I've found some weapon parts which I can use to upgrade my weapons back at the Arc. And you can see up in the top right corner here, I have the little gear and screw icon. That's just scrap. The little ball is damn, what are they called again? They are called, let's see, artifacts, which I use to buy special types of upgrades. I've got my med kits, and then all the way to the right is my weapon parts. So right now, I am simply looking for loot, and I am looking for enemies.
Gather on the ship, my children. Your destiny awaits.
So right now,
Hear my voice within
yeah, no, I can hear you.
The Ark calls you ghouls.
I should walk away from this, guys, so I don't hear what they're saying. All right. Dux is level 19, Selma's level 19, Borman is level 19. Aboye, thank you for following. I can probably take them. Like, that is the point, at least. Stefan Trusty, this is about this is a couple of hours into the game as far as I know. So as you can see, I have a flashlight because I'm out in the zone, which is where the ghouls live and all the dangers live. And so when I have the flashlight on, I'm in like my normal movement pattern. Turn the flashlight off and I'm in stealth mode. And you can also see that in the enemies, and they have this discovery cone basically. And when I'm close enough, it's a big red circle when I'm using the flashlight. Turn that off, I can sneak in much, much closer. And so, the reason to do this is to be able to sneak up on enemies and do ambushes on them, basically. And to further that part of the overall gameplay loop, I can also split my party up and have them scout ahead. I can have them hide behind cover, which I'm going to do with Dux over here. And then I'm going to take Selma. And so he is hidden. So this Marauder dude, in theory, won't be able to see him. At least not for the moment. So I'm going to ambush this dude. And I think he saw me because I was in the right there. However, I am right up close. I have 100% hit rate. So I'm going to go over here and use the Skull Splitter, which gives me 100% crit rate, which will allow me to silently take down this Marauder without his companions realizing that I've taken him down.
Serves you right.
The point of having the flashlight on is because it highlights loot. It highlights scrap. It highlights new weapons. It highlights things in the environment. It also allows you to move faster.
Ghouls popping up everywhere.
Check that guy out. You see him? Head like an
Right.
infected mushroom. You think he's leading the ghouls?
Wait a minute.
So,
The guy who attacked me.
story-wise,
I think Hammond recognized him.
the guys are here in this area to look for a character named Hammond.
He's one of the Nova Sect.
Hammond is the gearhead of the Ark. He is the guy who
Bogeymen with big heads.
makes the Ark operate, basically. He takes scrap and he uses it to he takes scrap and he uses it to fix machines, like fix their water purifier, water filters, etc. And so he has disappeared. He has gone looking for something that he thinks is like valuable machinery, and so we need to find him, basically. And Brother Bowden, the character you could see earlier, attacked Hammond's crew earlier, and Selma was part of the crew that was attacked, and then she basically was left behind by her friends. All right. Will all the characters have their own story arcs? Like, they all travel together, but they all have, like, it is the mutants. It is definitely the mutant story, and they're all mutants, and you get to find more characters as you play through the game. So it's not just these three guys. There will be more characters eventually. All right. I guess we have another ghoul up here, and so I'm gonna split my party. And let's see.
Spread out.
So I'm going to place ducks here. I'm going to move Selma. Whoop. I'm going to move her there. Just made it. And then let's see which way this guy goes.
Nice.
And so I can bring them in and out of cover as much as I want to. I'm not set to any kind of, like, I'm not locking these guys in place. So I can place ducks over there, for example, in case he's coming towards me. He is not. So I can move him back. And over here. Like that. Are there still plans for this to be multiplayer? No, this is a single player game. Right now, there's no, like in this mode, I'm playing in the normal mode, there is no permadeath, but there is a permadeath mode that you can play in once the game is been released. It is all predefined characters, but as your characters level up, for example, you'll be able to choose which mutations you unlock according to what kind of points you have available. So right now, for example, I can afford the health booster, so of course I'm going to buy that because Borman is our beefy, chunky tank. So for example, I could, with ducks, I could have bought the Crippler, which disables enemy movement, which is really good for enemies that move around a lot. I can also change up their inventory, so if I wanted to, I could give the crossbow to Borman, for example, and have him be a stealth tank. At least have him be stealthy, be a secondary option, essentially. I can like move all of this around if I wanted to. I could have given the state switcher to ducks, which makes him a very, very lethal sniper. And you know, since they're mutants, they have like a mutation, like weird crippling animation whenever they level up. So because you have to, you know, play on the fact that they're a mutant. Yeah, it looks super weird. Whoa. No, shit. They saw me. No.
Weird.
I might
Awesome.
I might die now.
Oh no.
Eyes over here!
Yep.
As good as dead! Overwatch.
Well,
Yep.
okay. So this is what I. Oh wow, there's a lot. What I do like about these games is that there are so many changes you can do that, I mean, like if you die,
Alright.
you just have to try something
I'm gonna
new. It's like any other game
lower the
but-
game audio just a bit
Oh,
more
that's strategy.
because that was very loud. And all right, so
It's very loud, yeah.
I've alerted a lot of people because I messed up. So, however,
Wow, you got a lot.
Borman is yeah, Borman is not hidden, but Dux is. So right now they don't know that Dux is there. And okay, I'm gonna activate Selma, and I'm going to have her go here. And then she's shot because the Marauder was in Overwatch. Because, like XCOM, you have an Overwatch reaction, you have a movement action, you have a fire weapon action, which will end your turn, etc. Lolbert says, this looks like a goofy XCOM game. That is the point. It is real-time exploration and stealth meets more XCOM-y combat. I think I'm gonna... yeah, okay. Anyway. So... I'm going to have... Why is my controller working? Her. Fire her weapon. And then... I'm going to replug my controller. So it hopefully works. Oh no. Whoop. I was playing with a controller, not a keyboard. I could, in theory.
So you can play with a controller, not a keyboard?
I'm gonna just...
Can you switch to keyboard?
Alright. There we go. So, moving Borman over here. That was totally intended. That was also totally intended. Alright. Let's see. So... Well, he was... They can see him, but they will attack whoever's closer to them. So right now,
you were saying that
I can move him here, for example, and you see the red and white lines will tell me which enemies are within range of his weapon. So, and since these guys have already seen me, I'm just gonna not care about the stealthy approach at all. I'm gonna switch him over to the pipe gun because that has more ammo than the Dux's regular crossbow. And the reason I'm focusing on the Sect Pyro, which is what I'm gonna do right now, is because these guys throw Molotovs, and that will hurt a lot. So let's see. There we go. Hopefully, I'll hit this guy. Yeah. All right. It is actually based on an old school Swedish pen and paper RPG, not Norwegian. But yes, it is based on an old pen and paper RPG. And according to the developers, this was one of their like pet projects for a good long while. And oof, all right. I got lucky. Ah, hey, Commander Crypto. Nice to see you. He's a friend of mine.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, man.
Sure. Yeah. So right now I'm playing on the normal difficulty. There's a much harder difficulty, and then there's an Iron Man mode or Iron Mutant mode, since they're mutants.
Like that
and Iron Mutant mode will basically activate permadeath. So if your characters die, then they're dead, no matter what. In the normal difficulty, like, it is meant to be for strategy players, and so like your characters won't heal after every battle. Ooh. But they will do that in the easy mode, for example. In this build, which is slightly older than the build that they guys played on the YouTube video, I will heal after I'm done with combat. Which is really, really helpful when I've been playing this at home, because even though I like these kinds of games, I'm not necessarily great at it. UTZZ asks, what's the premise? Is it set in the future, distant galaxy, etc.? This is set in the future of Earth. It is a future post-apocalyptic Sweden, actually, which is why eventually you will see like signs that are in Swedish. You will see signs that are in like pointing out to places like Gothenburg, Uddevalla. You will see Swedish police cars, etc. And basically humanity has died out and mutants have come in to take over. And that includes mutated humans and, in the case of Dux and Borman, mutated animals. All right, so I'm going to move Dux over here. I'm going to switch over to Selma, and I'm going to place her... I think I'm going to place her here, so she'll have a bit of cover. And the reason I'm trying to split these guys up right now is because Brother Bowden over here, the mushroom head, sorry, he can do a chain lightning attack. So if I group my guys together, he can just Emperor Palpatine them. Yeah, basically. Which is not good. And I think I'm going to have her use her... No, I'm not going to use the tree hugger ability. I'm just going to shoot this Marauder because I want this Marauder to be mostly dead. Alright. Right, Borman has done his turn. So finally I'm going to have Dux throw... can I hit both these guys with the Molotov? Yes, I can. Alright, Molotov. Because I will kill the Marauder, and it will do fire damage to Brother Bowden, which bypasses armor.
Oh, very nice.
And it will also cause him to take fire damage for a time. Yeah, right now you can only purchase Mutant Year Zero digitally. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to do like a full retail copy, so I can't comment on that. But I will ask the Bearded Ladies guys to what they can say. Fallen Mystic, are there going to be other mutants that you can pull into your party or locked into a set group? You will meet other mutants. There are a couple of mutants that we haven't revealed yet, and you can swap people out outside of combat as you please. And so that is absolutely possible. Alright. So I'm going to use Borman's run and gun ability. So I can sprint up here. Yes, Nicole. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, so right now this guy's being boosted by
what did you
Brother
say about the
Bowden.
does exactly when it's on another enemy? What did you say electricity does? Does it just like empower them? Or...
Exceeded Rogue asked, Russia invaded Sweden before during the catastrophe. Okay. I mean, not necessarily. I am guessing that there were some Russian tourists who drove into Sweden because, you know, you can easily do that through Finland, for example. Okay, I'm going to move Dux up here. I'm going to have him use his Skull Splitter ability. Now that takes my accuracy down to 75%, which may or may not hit. It's decent, so let's try it. Yes! But because the armor, it doesn't do as much damage as I wanted to, but it does does some damage at least. All right. Turn the SFX sound up. Can't hear anything. All right, I'm just gonna bump it up to here. The reason I bumped it down earlier because this is as mentioned, this is an early build, so there's still some audio editing that needs to be done. There's still some stuff here and there that needs to be. Oh, that was not intended at all. All right. See right there, chain lightning. Yep. If I miss, can I hit something behind me? No, I absolutely cannot.
Oh no!
I am gonna die. I am so gonna die.
Oh no!
All right. I need to really do something drastic here, I think.
Yeah.
I think I can kill Brother Bowden, but I still have that hunter that I need to take care of. I am a 1 health. And this guy, okay. So I'm going to switch over to the scattergun, which has 75. And it does not a lot of damage.
You're at 1 health.
So let's try a grenade, which will also hopefully destroy Brother Bowden's cover. It did 2 damage, which is nice. All right. Let's see. It has, like, he has 1 more turn on his fire.
Don't it?
She also has 1 more turn, as it says right there.
Does it say how long you're on fire for? Okay. Well, because I see that Selma's on
Let's
fire.
just
I wasn't sure exactly
shoot.
how long it lasts for.
Yes! Nice.
Okay. Oh, it says right there. Okay, got it.
And then, well, he'll hopefully die now. No.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Help me, RNGesus. Take the wheel. No.
Oh no.
Yep.
I believe.
Okay, so Borman is bleeding out. When a mutant takes too much damage, they will bleed
I
out.
believe.
Move close and use a medkit to save them until the end of the turn. Yeah. So there's an upgrade that you can buy that allows you to. Basically they bleed out in 5 turns instead of 3 turns, which is much better. And now that hunter is thankfully going to miss. And there's another sect hunter coming up. He's then going to Overwatch. And oof.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna move Dux here. And then I'm gonna switch him to the pipe gun. And with the last shot, the pipe gun.
Yeah, he's hitting pretty well. I don't know if you're gonna be able to reach him.
And because they were connected through Brother Bowden's psychic energy, both of them die. I'm not really sure, but maybe. Alright, so I'm gonna move Selma up here.
That's awesome. I wonder if that changes in the harder mode.
Yeah, and that guy.
Not.
Now, this is an earlier build.
I wonder.
So, unfortunately, there's a ghoul up here that's going to keep overwatching over and over and over again because he can't move. That is an unfortunate bug. Yeah, but I've talked directly to the Mutineer Zero guys, and they have patched that bug out. So that's not going to happen in future releases.
I think
But
around it though,
like,
for now.
in this particular build, unfortunately, that is going to happen. All right, so Borman is back, and he has some moves. So I'm going to. I think I'm going.
Nice.
Let's see. Where's that? There's that sect hunter. So I'm putting ducks over here. And I'm going to reload his crossbow. And much like in all other games of this type, reloading is an action, using skills is an action, unless it's a specific ability. Using medkits is an action, moving twice is 2 actions, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm gonna have Selma reload, and then, no, that was Borman. Whoops. My bad. And I think I'm gonna have him move over here so he's in cover. And oh, he still has a turn left. All right, I guess reloading is a free action now. No, it's not. Never mind. I said there'll be a permadeath mode. Does that mean we'll have nameless characters we can hire? I don't think that's what it means. I think it just means that if a character dies, it dies, and once your entire team is dead, you're dead. Oh, there's people here too! No! No. Cool to Bones, thank you very much for following us. I think I know who that is. I think maybe I know who that is. Alright, so
Oh, it's game over.
we have a situation here.
Oh,
we have
no.
people up here, and we have a dude down here.
Wow.
So I'm going to place ducks here? Because then he'll have cover from the other dudes, and I think I can take this guy down, hopefully, in one turn. Alright. Hit him with the crossbow. 75%. Fingers crossed. You know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, that works. That absolutely works. Alright. So, mutations are basically your skills. Z-Worst has just followed. Thank you very much for following. And Dux has the ability to grow a pair of moth
yeah,
wings.
they'll give you a higher percent.
And yes, it is a bit weird that a duck is growing moth wings, but what were his wings once is now his arms, so he would need to grow separate wings. Anyway, that allows me to fly ducks up into the air and then hit the Sec Hunter with 100%. Scotty, Funcom did not make this. We are just publishing it. But yeah, we're publishing it, and we're also doing marketing for it and community stuff, which is why I'm streaming this right now. We are publishing this for a crew of people called the Bearded Ladies over in Sweden. Boom. 5 damage. And then Dux will fly down again, where I put him. So, now the question remains... I better do that too. The question remains if Selma and Borman are able to hit this guy. And I don't think they are. So I may have just doomed our little duck friend over there.
You better heal up.
Yeah. That's unfortunate, because this is a sprint. And...
yeah.
Oh no. She has no targets. She can Overwatch.
Yeah.
Can I hog rush him? No, I can't hog rush him. Alright, I'm gonna put Borman there. Mothwigs on a duck makes total sense. No one can argue with that logic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, he was wearing body armor. Alright, this Marauder is gonna come. Still Overwatching. I have not. There are a couple of guys at the office who have played it. Toregen, who's also working in marketing with me, ran a quick one-session campaign with a couple of us, which apparently went really well. So we have talked about maybe streaming just a couple of hours of us playing the pen and paper game. So we'll see about that. So I'm going to put Borman here. And then he'll be able to shoot clean through the car. Which is very typical for games like this. Like, this happens to me in XCOM all the time.
Be fun.
And right in the face. He goes down. Awesome. So now... Let's see. Yes. He will have to use an action to stand up. Are there any good chain or combo attacks? Yes, you can like combo certain skills together. So for example, Selma's root attack will pin enemies to the ground, and then if you throw a Molotov cocktail at them, they will be stuck there and get additional damage, for example. I'm being told to sleep on the couch to heal. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Let's see. So we can hit that guy there. Can't hit that guy. Let's move back to Selma. She can hit the Sect Hunter with 50%. Yeah. Do the guns just have a lower percentage chance to hit at further ranges like in XCOM, or do weapons have a max range like in Final Fantasy Tactics? I am not sure I can answer that.
Oh, you can do that.
It is a bit of both in that certain, like for example, with Dux here, like this dude is out of range, like no chance to hit. So like range, it is more the first thing than the other. There's a lower chance to hit at further ranges, but then also certain guns are better at certain ranges, for example. So like with Borman, for example, the closer you get, the better. Like always, the closer you get, the better. But depending on the weapon, like for example, the State Switcher, which I forget that I have, has 100% hit rate on the Sect Hunter, whereas Selma's pistol only has 50%. Commander Crypto and Mutant Zero will just be a single-player game at launch, and I do not think there's going to be a multiplayer game, multiplayer version later, mostly because they wanted to tell a single-player story. All right, so I can hit this dude. I'm just gonna go for this. Boom. Bye. I probably shouldn't forget that I have these weapons, but I do. All right, that Sect Hunter is probably going to be able to hit hit ducks. So I'm just going to shoot at him.
Nice.
Do 5 damage. Hope for the best. Did I say anything about DLC or mods? I did not. And I'm not going to say anything else. So now he's going to shoot ducks. Who's bleeding out, unfortunately. It's a tough life out there. Who can reach him? No one can reach him. Yes.
No.
I have to buy them or find them out in the world. Let's see. No, that's a Molotov. That's not a grenade.
Question about the med pack.
Let's burn him. See what happens. That is indeed a Swedish police car because this game takes place in Sweden.
Okay.
In a post-apocalyptic Sweden. That is very good eye. Hikari Kenzie says he got to play it a month ago. Pretty fun if you like turn-based games. All right, sweet. Are buildings and vehicles on maps such as this destructible? Certain things in the environment are destructible. The cars, for example, are not. But rocks and I think these barriers are destructible using certain weapons. So Borman's shotgun, for example, the Gaper, can destroy cover. His Hog Rush ability can also destroy cover. Okay, I think I can hit that Sect Hunter with the State Switcher. So I'm just going to reload and see what happens. 50%. Sweet. Right in the face. Sithel, yes, you are mostly correct. It is a Swedish pen and paper game. However, the company is, while it is based out of Sweden, it is not all Swedes at the company. It's a mix of people. But the pedigree is pretty strong because it's former Hitman devs. It is former Payday guys, so it's a bunch of different. All right, this guy's knocked down, so I'm gonna ignore him for a bit. Activate the run and gun ability. I'm going to save our duck friend by running over here. Hopefully I won't get shot. Then I will heal ducks. Oh, he moved over. Okay.
Save him.
Now, let's see. The pipe gun is out of ammo, and the crossbow is out of ammo. So I'm going to reload the crossbow.
This might sting a little.
And I have 0 chance to hit that Marauder.
Yeah.
So... Oh, he's up there! So I'm just going to do this. And the fence goes down. Yep. Yes, Danae, this is going to be on YouTube later, so no worries there. I'm going to move Selma into position, and we are going to reload.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
If you go to buy.mutantyear0.com, you can see the price. I think it's 30 or 35 US dollars right now, if my memory serves me correctly. 25% to hit. What about these other dudes? Let's see. Mm-hmm.
I can double check.
I can't hit this guy yet. No, of course I can't hit this guy because the pipe gun doesn't have any ammo. 75%. Let's do it.
I think one of my biggest problems with these
No!
is
Oh.
that, like, when you have to decide to reload or kill yourself, I always choose the wrong one. Every single time. Every time.
That voice you heard, by the way, if you're just joining us, that is Nicole from the US office. Jimmy the Rabbit, thank you so much for the host.
Okay, so
We host him, he hosts us, which is nice. He's one of our
nice.
steady
The standard edition is,
Secret World Legends
$34.99.
streamers. All right,
And
let's do
then
it.
There's the Legends.
Yes! In your face. All right, so now, unfortunately, there's the issue of the bugged guy over there. I'm going to see if I'm able to take him out with grenades. I should be able to. If not, I'm just going to skip this fight because I have admin powers to do that. Yes.
Hell yeah.
He is the only one left. Yes. Let's try it. See what happens. It's fine. He's not going to shoot me.
Cheats.
Yeah.
Is he the only
Loving the
one
look of
left?
the game so far. I'm a huge sucker for turn-based
Okay.
strategy
I
games.
think
Seeing as there's a
the
mutant
workaround
theme
is getting on
and I'm
top.
Canadian, will there be a moose character? I mean, that would be fitting,
I think the workaround.
considering it's Sweden. Like, Sweden has moose. Is it
Oh, you-
moose
you
in
need to heal
plural?
up, dude.
Yeah, it's moose. Meese? Is it?
Oh, that's
It's
true.
not
Yeah, he
meese.
won't get you.
It can't be meese. Yes, thank you. Like that would be fitting because Scandinavia has moose. I can say right now there will not be a moose character. I'm sorry. Like I know all the Canadians out there will be disappointed.
Moose is-
Yeah,
Meese is
Carbuncle
not-
tells us it is
No,
not
it's not.
meese.
It's not.
Okay. Sorry. All right, let's see if this workaround works. I believe too. Whoops. I didn't think he was gonna shoot. Oh God, she like, she screamed. All right, let's heal.
I believe.
Selma's back! Yay!
No! I told you to heal
All right,
yourself.
let's go up here. What about a reindeer character? There's not going to be a reindeer character either. I'm sorry. Okay. No line of fire. There you go. There's the line of fire.
Yay.
There. So it's... Yeah, it's here. Bug fixing live on air. Yes, it has. Can you buy duck's glasses or shades? No, you can't equip them with shades. However, you can equip him with any kind of headgear that you want. So, all right, let's just shoot this dude and get rid of this dude.
Well, I mean, you did say that this was already fixed.
You know what? Me neither. But I used at least 3 medkits, and like this did not go the way that I was planning it to go. Because no. Yeah, like I was going to be very stealthy and sneak around and pick dudes off one by one. I was going to do it perfect, and then nothing happened. Yes, they are shooting through the ceiling because it is bugged, unfortunately, but we're just going to take care of this guy.
I mean, it never does,
And
though.
Dux has no line of fire, which
all
is
about
lame.
strategy, really.
What if I put him... Yeah, if I put him there, it's going to be fine. So I'm just going to give him the moth wings. Put him there. And then... God damn it.
It's yeah.
I mean, I can probably hit him. Probably. Nope. Yeah, it didn't hit him either, so alright. Do it next round. Alright,
Oh no!
time to die, dude.
Don't do that.
Boom!
Wait, is there
Did it.
friendly fire? Would it hurt your ally?
Alright, finally.
Oh,
And then we leveled up. So now I can regroup and I can go back to turning on my flashlight. And so now I basically have the pick of the place. I can go through, loot everyone, get all the stuff that I didn't get earlier.
awesome!
No, I have to be out of the fight.
Awesome!
EMP grenades, which is really good for mechanical enemies, which you will face later. Some weapon parts, some more Molotovs. Just a bunch of really good stuff. So, for example, another way I could have approached this is I could have sent Dux up here, for example, giving him the state switcher. And then, like, he would basically be just a sniper, just, like, firing on people, which is really, really good. Is this game essentially open world, or are there levels? It is sort of like there are levels, so, like, I can go to all of these places if I want to. Like, I start out here, I travel to the Ark, and then I travel through Hammond's Cabin, through the High Road, through the Cave of Fear, and then I ended up in the Sea Titans. So, it's divided into, like, smaller chunks, basically. But you can walk through, like, all of them. So if I want to, I can manually walk through all of these levels. So it's like, it's a segmented world, essentially, if that makes any sense. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense, at least. And yeah, as you saw, there were some enemies up in this area that I could have taken down. So, for example, if I had been able to... let's see, if I've been able to make it up here... See, I'm going to loot this. That's some scrap. I also could have gone in this area, and I could have sent, for example, I could have placed Dux up on that ledge. I could have sent Borman and Selma in to take care of the two ghouls that were down here, for example. But unfortunately, because people discovered me, and because, you know, because they all heard me, then I was able to, they took me, basically. Here are some hand grenades, some valuable scrap. Let's see, what else is here? A little, but I can tell, I can say it again. So, when you go, excuse me, when you go back to the Ark, you can upgrade your weapons. You can upgrade certain abilities for your characters. Like, for example, you can unlock an additional grenade slot. You can unlock more time on the bleed out timer, for example. You can unlock a discount in the shops, for example, and you do that by using the artifact points from up here, for example. The scrap is used to buy weapons, it is used to buy armor, it is used to buy grenades, med kits, all that stuff. Does your equipment refill after a battle? Your weapon ammo will refill. Your health will refill if you're playing on the easiest difficulty. Your grenades will not. So grenades are a finite resource until you buy more of them. Well, they're finite. Yeah, you have to buy more, basically. It is the same thing with the medkits as well. Like, if you run out of medkits, you will need to buy more medkits, and if you buy enough medkits, you won't have enough scrap to buy new cooler weapons, for example, like the state switcher. And so the weapon parts are also used to upgrade your weapons. The long dead owners of those cars were terrible at safely loading their vehicles. Absolutely. So I've leveled up, so I'm able to unlock some mutations for Selma. The frog legs, which allows her to jump to any location, which is really good for setting up ambushes and stuff. Or I can take the contortionist mutation, which allows low cover to act as high cover. So in this case, I'm going to take that because I like to get behind cover. She's mutating, as you can see, and it's unlocked. So for Borman, I have 5 points. I can give him more health. I can give him the cripple attack, or I can give him the alpinist skill, which makes him a even deadlier sniper if I want to. He also has the circuit breaker skill, which is really good for mechanical enemies. At some point in the game, you will meet you will meet robots, which are super annoying. So the circuit breaker is a must when fighting against the robots. But I'm going to go with the Alpinist skill for now, because I like ducks to be a sniper. Can you replay a mission to farm XP or items? You can't. But there are certain areas on the map that are optional. So if you just follow the story, you won't see all of the locations. Like the developers want you to explore. They want you to go out of your way, because then you will find artifacts, you will find special notes, you will find scrap, etc. Potters3, thank you so much for following us. This is awesome. So, like, there will be moments where you come to a place and you realize, oh, maybe my levels are too short. I should probably go to this place where there's a bunch of question marks. Maybe I should go to this other place where there's a bunch of question marks. So you should walk around a bit and explore and, you know, see what you find, essentially. But I'm going to finish up this mission, because the reason we came here was to locate Hammond, who has traveled across. This is a weapon upgrade, a weapon mod, which I can add to my weapons. We can talk about that at a later date. The reason I came here, because I needed a boat, because I needed to cross a river. And for anyone who's been in Scandinavia, at least especially in Norway and Sweden, they might recognize this as a fairly traditional, like, ferry, which will get you across anywhere. Fallen Mystic, thank you so much for following us. Yes. No. I don't. But, they will need to climb up a ladder. So, for example, Selma is really good to... Like, it's really easy for Selma to get up into high places, because she has the jump ability. But when you're setting them up, for example, it's super easy to just, like, climb them up a ladder or just jump them down again. They won't take any fall damage. So the reason I came here was for this. And so we travel to the next area.
Right.
And as we travel to the next area, we travel back to me, because I'm not going to show you the next area. You're going to get to see the next area very soon.
That's awesome.
Is that the Moss Horton Ferry? No, it is not, unfortunately. That would have been quite funny. So the next area, you're going to get to see that very soon. You've already seen some screenshots of it. It's called the House of Bones. You can see that on the Mutant Year Zero Facebook page, facebook.com/MYZ Road to Eden. You can also find that on the Mutant Year Zero Twitter page, twitter.com/MYZ Road to Eden. Yeah, it looks really good. Like, you can also see it in screenshots. It is a snowy area that looks really, really neat. So, as the game is running in the background, I'm going to take some final questions from the chat, and then I'm going to end the stream. Because we've been, been going about an hour now. Right.
Oh. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Why is there a D20? Isn't Mutant Pen and Paper D6 based? You will have to ask the bearded ladies, because they know that much better than I do. I assume it's just to pay homage to just pen and paper RPGs in general. On Looper, I'm a bit curious about why we can't sub or gift bits to Funcom. I know that it's a company, but can't we support it this way also? It is because we haven't, we're not Twitch partners. And that is the reason. You can follow us, and you can host us, and you can rate us if you want to, but we are not Twitch partners, so we don't have the ability to accept any of that, basically. We're not even Twitch affiliates, I think, because right now we're streaming to both Twitch and we're streaming to Mixer, and so if we were to become Twitch partners or Twitch affiliates, that would mean not streaming to Mixer, for example, which limits our audience somewhat. DJ Axel Zocom, not release date, Xbox. There is an Xbox release date. It is December 4th, 4/12, so it's in 2 months. 2 months from now. The price, it's about $35. Yeah. Nicole will post it in the chat. UTZZ, how long will it take to complete? I think the bearded ladies have said about 15 to 20 hours, depending on your difficulty. It might be more than that, depending on how much you want to, you know, fine comb the world and all that kind of stuff. So it depends really, and like you definitely should take your time. This is not a game that you should rush into, like, because unlike in XCOM, like in XCOM you have like you can eventually have a team of 6 dudes and they can be super powerful, but like in Mutant Year Zero, it is 3 characters per team. You find more mutants eventually, so you can swap people in and out, but it is 3 characters per team, and they're made to take a little bit of a beating, but they're not, you know, they're not super soldiers essentially. What will we get if you miss the release date on the 4th of December? I don't know. Like, Funcom isn't developing this, so you'll have to ask the bearded ladies about that. But maybe they can answer. I don't know. You'll have to ask them on Twitter, I guess, at the bearded LC. So all right. Captain Draco, hello. Unfortunately, you're a bit late in the stream. We're about to close off. But thank you for joining us on Mixer. This was real fun. All right, is there anything else that I've forgotten? I don't think there is. Can ducks take a duck's face selfie? No, there are no cameras in the world of Mutant Year Zero, as far as I know, at least. Well, yeah, sure, absolutely. Like, it is a literal duck face. So that is how that goes. Okay, we're gonna sign off. Thank you so much for joining us. That was a quick hour. And thank you so much to Logorn for following us.
Well, every
Tweaknuts, you did indeed miss a new game. However, if you came in late, you will be able to catch all of the stuff on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/funcom, where we will post this very shortly. Howard the Duck will not make a cameo. But hey, if you tweet at Marvel, maybe. Who knows? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say yes or no. All right. I hope you enjoy this. There's going to be more Mutant Year Zero streams in addition to the Conan Exile streams going forward, so be on the lookout for that. The Mutant Year Zero streams will be announced on the Mutant Year Zero social media pages, so Facebook and Twitter, and also on the Funcom Facebook pages, Facebook and Twitter. So, all right. We're going to head out. Hope you all have a good weekend, and we will see you around. The button's not working. Why isn't it working?